now let's get analysis on this developing story in Syria. Joining me now is Michael Maloof. He's a former senior Pentagon strategic analyst. Michael, great having you first up. Second, how would you characterize this development?
Well, it was predicted, it was expected, and there probably will be a few more days of continuing attacks on ISIS targets throughout central Syria. What's intriguing is that these attacks seem to have the support of al-Shara, the current president of Syria. He made a comment tonight that he backs these attacks, and I think it also sends a message from his vantage point that the U.S. has his back against any further internal opposition, because there are elements within the Syrian government, within Syria rather, that oppose his government. So I think that this is something that we're going to be seen to by al-Shara to draw himself more closely to Washington. And I think that this is something he wants. And if you'll recall, he was just at the White House a few weeks ago to visit with the President Trump. So the Syrian government under al-Shara tonight seems to be supportive of these attacks.
I see. Yeah, the first Syrian president to visit the White House in a very long time. But do you think this will place a limit on possible attacks on U.S. personnel in the region?
I think it can have a dampening effect. I think it depends upon the extent of damage to the ISIS infrastructure. It has been growing once again. Now, you got to keep in mind that the United States never was formally invited to be in Syria. However, by the fact that they're there, that al-Shara visited the president, I think is a sort of a de facto acknowledgement of U.S. presence and agreement of their being positioned in Syria. It also, I think, sends a. I think it also coincides with the interests of with Turkey. That supports al-Shara. So I think all in all, al-Shara, I think tonight feels bolstered and emboldened by this kind of support that he and also the attacks which put down any opposition that he might have. ISIS was his strongest opposition within Syria. He really does not control all the elements that exist in Syria. There are many elements that would challenge his leadership at this point. But I think that this sends a very strong message.
Absolutely, Michael. I want to talk about this because how does this shift in internal Syrian politics and Syria moving closer to the U.S. affects the wider region?
Well, it's out of it all. It sounds like al-Shara is even interested in entering into some diplomatic, formal diplomatic ties with Israel. Al-Shara is trying every effort to overcome his previous image of being an Al-Qaeda fighter, and has shown and sent all kinds of signals to the West that he wants to be that he wants to join the West in order to get recognition of Syria and to solidify his position in Syria. So this is not surprising, because he's made every effort now to reach out to the West and to put himself in a position of being more forthcoming. I don't think it's that disagreeable with other forces that might exist, such as Turkey and even Russia, because the effort now is to try to stabilize Syria. And we're seeing efforts too where the Saudis are very interested in a more stable Syria, as well as the UAE. So there are a lot of elements coming into play here, and for the president tonight to just use the hammer on ISIS, al-Shara's strongest opposition within Syria, I think sends a telling message.
Michael Maloof, thank you. Great having you.
Thank you.